top 5 tips for flat abs, flat tummy, flat belly, whatever you want to call it, coming from a 58-year-old who is 5 years postmenopause, has had 2 big babies, both born via C-section, had a diastasis recti, and also suffered from all types of bloating. In other words, I've been there. My abs have not always been great, and at 58, I have never been happier with my abs. So, with my belly, with my tummy. So, I'm going to share my top 5 tips for a flat belly. Number 1, prioritize protein and produce. I can't stress this enough. And notice it started with the protein. So, build your meals around high quality protein dense foods. We are talking beef, turkey and chicken, fish, shellfish, eggs, maybe some low fat dairy like cottage cheese or Greek yogurt if you tolerate that well. Fill in with colorful fruits and veggies. So if you're really looking to lose weight or, de-bloat, go with the less starchy ones. Notice this starts with the protein. I want the protein. Well, I know that I make the protein the emphasis of my meal, and that has changed my body, my brain, and my entire life. I was a vegetarian, sometimes vegan for over 30 years, and I respect everybody's dietary choices. I've been eating high quality animal protein and lots of it for the last 15 years, more than 15 years now. And my body, my brain have never been better. Never had menopause, brain fog, any of those things. Again, that's a topic for another day. But if you want a flat belly, if you want nice, tight abs, you need to give your body protein from real food, not shakes and powders and bars, so that it can build muscle. Our bodies are designed to work on real food. I'm not saying every protein powder is bad, and I do absolutely believe in collagen, since we're not getting enough of that from our real food. We're not getting as much of those amino acids from our regular food. But start with real food. Start with real protein from animal products. Why do I say animal products? It is a higher quality protein. Also, you get more protein for fewer calories. So if you're looking to things like lentils and chickpeas and quinoa for your protein, you end up getting a lot more calories and carbs for the same, for typically a smaller amount of protein. I'm not saying those are bad foods, but I'm saying you want to get that animal protein in there. And I don't eat much of those foods, if at all, anymore, because they made me bloated. So now, number 2, cut the crappy processed carbs. If you eat dough, you will look like dough. Nobody else says this, but it's true. So bread, cakes, cookies, pasta, that's made out of dough. We don't really need those things. If you want some sweet treats, I have some amazing grain-free treats in my 2 cookbooks. I have better peanut butter cookies, 50-calorie brownies, so many amazing things that taste incredible but don't have the processed carbs in them. All that white flour and sugar that just bloats you. So cut the crappy processed carbs. I'm not saying cut all carbs. You can absolutely have like bananas, sweet potatoes, like all that stuff. Fruits and veggies are carbs, and they're good for you. You just don't need all that processed stuff. And just remember, if you eat dough, you look like dough. I don't eat dough, and I don't look like dough anymore. I've seen people who aren't at all overweight, but look doughy because of what they're eating. So I realize this is going to probably piss some people off, but hey, this is my YouTube channel, and I want to help you. So if you want to know what's working for me and what's worked for my clients, that's exactly what I'm sharing here. Everyone wants to know where I got my abs. I'm sharing how I get my abs. Prioritize protein and produce, starting with the protein. Cut the crappy processed carbs, because if you eat dough, you look like dough. Number 3, banish the bloat. You know what foods make you bloated. We all have them. And sometimes they're healthy foods. Healthy, maybe it should be in quotes. If they're making you bloated and gassy, it's because you're having trouble digesting them. So don't eat them or cut way back. Grapes make me bloated and gassy. Therefore, I don't eat grapes because I don't ever want to feel that way. Number 4, hydrate between meals. You do not need, there's a lot of old diet advice out there. Like people say, drink a lot of water with your meals so you feel full. I don't want to be full. I want to be satisfied. And when you are washing your food down with a lot of liquid, you're actually interfering with your body's digestive process. Because if you're not drinking much while you're eating, if you're just maybe taking a sip here and there, you're going to be encouraged to chew your food more, which is where the digestive process starts. You're not going to be watering down those digestive juices, all the stomach acids that are breaking down your food. So hydrate in between meals. You're going to be less full, less bloated. Your digestion is going to be better, all of the things. I received this advice from a chiropractor, my goodness, over 40 years ago. And I've been using it ever since because it really helps. And then number 5, planks are better than spanks. So in all this talk about flat abs, flat tummy, all the flat belly, whatever you want to call it, I've not once yet mentioned workouts because it really starts with the food and not just the food, but the way you're consuming the food. But now let's talk about the workouts because you need some muscle to really get that definition and just keep everything tight. Planks are, I feel, they're just one of the best exercises all around because it uses your full body weight. They work everything, your back, shoulders, arms, the triceps, your quads, but especially your core. So a straight arm plank works your entire core. The forearm or elbow plank is going to work these frontal abdominal muscles like they give you the 6-pack. And the side plank is going to work your obliques. The 3 of those together are magical. I also like crunches, different variations of crunches, but if I had to pick one, it would be planks. And then also walking. Walking is underrated for general health and for fat loss. So if you want to see your abs and you need to lose some fat, you want to get into a calorie deficit, which means prioritizing protein, and protein is going to help you get there. And walking is definitely great for your overall health and really does help with fat burning. It doesn't raise your cortisol like some more strenuous cardio can do, which can raise your cortisol and actually cause you to hold on to fat in your belly. We don't want that. So planks, walk, and I mean, that's what I do because it works. So again, these top 5 tips: prioritize protein and produce, cut the crappy processed carbs, banish the bloat, hydrate between meals, and planks are better than spanks. Save and share if you found this helpful. You subscribing to my channel shows YouTube that my content is relevant. So if you like it, please subscribe. And thank you so much for being here. You can love your body and your life at any age. This is 58, no filters.